Hello students, today in geography, we'll be looking at the topic, the tundra cold climate. Remember in our previous lessons in geography, we were talking about climate. We've talked about climatic factors, we've also talked about the types of climate, and we've talked about the hot desert climate, the cold desert climate, the cold climate. Now today we'll be talking about the tundra cold climate, its characteristics, its human activities, and vegetative class. The tundra or cold climate experiences temperatures that are frequently extremely cold but can get warm in the summers. Tundra winters are long, dark, and cold with mean temperatures below 0 degrees Celsius for 6 to 10 months of the year. The temperatures are so cold that there is a layer of permanently frozen ground below the surface called permafrost. Characteristics of the tundra climate. The tundra climate is characterized by the following feature. Tundra is the coldest of all the biomes. Temperatures are frequently extremely cold but can get warm in the summer. Tundra winters are long, dark, and cold with mean temperatures below 0 degrees Celsius for 6 to 10 months of the year. The temperatures are so cold that there is a layer of permanently frozen ground below the surface called permafrost. The tundra comes from the Finnish word tunturi, meaning treeless plain. It is noted for its frost-molded landscapes, extremely low temperatures, little precipitation, poor nutrients, and short growing seasons. Let's look at the vegetative class of the tundra climate. The tundra vegetation is composed of dwarf shrubs, sedges, grasses, mosses, and lichens. There are scattered trees growing in some tundra regions. The ecotone or ecological boundary region between the tundra and the forest is known as the tree line or the timber line. The tundra soil is rich in nitrogen and phosphorus. Human activities of the tundra climate. Humans have changed the landscape through the construction of residences and other structures, as well as through the development of ski resorts, mines, and roads. Hunting, oil drilling, and other activities have polluted the environment and have threatened the wildlife in tundra ecosystem. The desert climate. The desert or arid climate is a dry climate subtype in which there is a severe excess of evaporation over precipitation. This is what the hot desert climate looks like. Characteristics of the hot desert climate. Summer daytime temperatures can exceed 40 degrees Celsius, 40 degrees centigrade. However, at night, the temperature can drop below 0 degrees centigrade. The climate is very dry with less than 250 millimeters of rainfall in a year. Hot deserts have two distinct regions, two distinct seasons. Summer, when the temperature ranges between 35 to 40 degrees Celsius, and winter, when the temperature ranges between 20 to 30 degrees Celsius centigrade. Vegetative class of the hot desert climate. The vegetation in the desert regions are usually thorny and fleshy to adapt to the hot, dry climate of the area. Cacti and acacia are the most common vegetation found in desert region. This is what the vegetation in desert climate looks like. The vegetation is scanty, and most times some of the plants that survive in desert climate are usually thorny. This is because they are able to retain water inside of them that will last them until they're able to get another water because of the environment where they found themselves. Let's look at the human activities of the hot desert climate. The main human activities in hot arid regions include agriculture, mining, tourism, and livestock rearing. I know you'll be wondering how agriculture can be done in the hot desert climate. Agriculture can be done in the hot desert climate with use of irrigation. In hot arid regions, agriculture is a significant human activity despite the harsh condition. This is made possible through irrigation, which allows the cultivation of crops such as dates, olives, and figs. Cold desert climate. The cold desert climates have short, moist, and moderate warm summers with a fairly long, cold winter. The mean winter temperature is between -2 to 40 degrees centigrade. The mean summer temperature is between 21 to 26 degrees centigrade. The winters receive quite a bit of snow. The mean annual precipitation ranges from 15 to 26 cm. The image on the screen is what the cold desert climate looks like. Let's look at the characteristics of the cold desert climate. The cold desert climate usually features hot, dry summers, though summers are not typically as hot as the hot desert climate. Unlike hot desert climate, cold desert climate tends to feature cold, dry winters. Snow tends to be rare and sporadic in regions with this climate. Let's look at the vegetative class of the cold desert climate. Cold deserts are found typically in temperate regions at high elevations, on plateaus, or in mountainous areas. However, they also occur in polar regions. Shrubs and grasses are the main types of vegetation, and most plants and other organisms have adaptations that enables them to survive in the dry, frigid condition. Let's look at the human activities of the cold desert climate. Humans affect the cold desert by global warming. By using the burning fossil fuels, we deplete the ozone layer, which allows more light to enter the atmosphere, causing the ice in cold deserts to melt. This is where we'll be drawing the curtain on this topic under climate. Let's look at the assessment section. Question number 1. Define the desert climate. State the types of desert climate. Drop your answer in the comment section. That will be all for today. Thank you for watching and see you in our next demo.